Hello and welcome to Fibroman. I just had a blood test. Yeah, I had a blood test because I have a thyroid issue. So I have regular blood tests to manage my medication. Well, I just got the blood test back, and it's quite good here in France. Basically, they come to your door, take your blood, not out the door, but they come in, into the house. They take your blood, and I got the results via email that same day. It's that quick, None of this waiting for weeks. No, got the same day. Well, I checked it over and what have you, just, because they give you ideal ranges for which you're supposed to be within. Right, so you can give a fair good indication. Well, that's a bit high, that's a bit low. All right. Now, one of the things is I've got high cholesterol. All right, that needs to be sorted out. That is a lifestyle change. I'm fat, and obviously I've been eating the wrong foods, so that's something we're having to deal with. Eat more vegetables, says the missus, and that's what we're doing. So, but also, my white blood cell count is too high. It's out of range. I'll show you my blood test in a moment. Now, this got me thinking, you see. Okay, why is that? So, I did a bit of research, and it appears that the things that can cause the eosinophils, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, the polynuclear eosinophils, are on the high side, which is basically your white blood cells. Now, that could be for a variety of reasons. It could be because you got an infection, so you produce more white blood cells. It could be because you got inflammation, which I do suffer with, that can increase your white blood cells. But also, if you're taking non steroidal anti-inflammatories, for which I am. Now, the thing about high white blood cell counts is that it can be dangerous if it gets into say, for instance, over 1500. Now, at the moment, I'm on 810, which is, well, let me show you, which is over what it should be. Now, this here it is. All right, let's bring it over there. The polynuclears, eosinophils, all right, it's saying 810 milliwatts it's squared. It should be between 20 and 630, but I'm 810. I did a bit of research on it, and it is over. It's not horrendously over, but it is over. Now, when it gets over 1500 plus, that's when you start really getting worried, because it can get dangerous, you see. Now, you do, like I said, you do produce extra white blood cells for a variety of different reasons. Now, my point is, I wouldn't have known this unless I was having a blood test. Now, I think to myself, well, yes, I've got inflammation because I've got fibromyalgia. You can suffer with inflammation, and I've got inflammation in the body. Plus, my joints are stiff. I didn't take any medication yesterday because this blood test there kind of, oh, I need to think about this. And then that day, I was I was in agony. I was just pain all over. I started swelling up. My joints started swelling up. My joint pain, muscle pain, you name it. I was starting to get it. And it was bedding in. I couldn't bear it any longer. I suppose I could have done, but I wouldn't be able to do anything. I have to work. Now, I found, and it still is now, this thumb here, I can barely bend it. I feel pain in the joint on that thumb, and it's, excuse all the pain, and it's all tight right where that feet. It's swollen in that joint. Whereas that one's easy. That's not a problem at all. I bend that, no problems at all. That only seems to go so far to there, and then it starts bending. Yeah. So it's swollen. And my joint feels swollen. My elbows feel swollen. My knees feel swollen. And I got pain in all my joints and also my muscles. So I start taking them again. So I could actually do stuff today, which I have done loads. But if I hadn't had the test for that, my thyroid, for which I take thyroxine, I wouldn't know about the state of my blood or the cholesterol come to that. So my point being is when you're taking non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, it is common for them to increase your white blood cell count. Now, if you're taking steroidal, such as maybe prednisolone or, for your inflammation, well, then that doesn't cause the white cell blood count to increase. So I've been reading. And it's got me thinking, it has, if you have too many steroids, it's not good for you. It can cause you all sorts of problems. But non-steroidal does as well. If they were to rock and a flip the hard place. But maybe I'm going to speak to a doctor about this, whether or not to balance. I used to take prednisolone before. When I first started getting these muscle pains, it did help me. And I started taking prednisolone. And a tiny amount. I used to take it for like 3 or 4. This is the beginning of all these problems I was getting. I was taking it for like 2 or 3 days, rather small dose, and it seemed to get in check, and then I was alright for a while. And then if I get problems again, I take it again. And I'm wondering whether or not I should do a bit of a, one day I do this, or 2 days I do this, and 2 days I do that, just to bring down the volume or the amount of this naproxen. I only take 1 tablet a day. I was prescribed 2 actually by a specialist, but the doctor said no, you can't have 2 of those. Basically probably because of this exact reason. She didn't explain it at the time, but I need to speak to her now and that she get this either confirmed or clear in my head. I need a specialist to tell me, but I need an understanding because I'm one of these people. I need to know what's going on. I'm a practical person and I need to know things. What's going on? I need to know. To me, it's important. It also puts your mind at rest. It does. Just having that knowledge, I would scare the hell out of you. Or, if you've got the information, you can actually do something about it, if that makes any sense. I think it does. So anyway, my point being is, if you are suffering with fibromyalgia, excuse me, and you're taking medications for it, request blood tests, regular blood tests. My eyes are all watery now. God, better. It's quite late, you see. Request regular blood tests, and that way you're more likely to keep on top of your situation without causing another, situation, side effects. Because there's no cure. You see, there's no cure if you get in a situation where it becomes just a bit of a spiral. There isn't a cure for it, and you need to deal with it. Otherwise, potentially you die. So anyway, keep an eye on that sort of stuff because it is important. But anyway, while you're here, please boot the old like button. I just thought I'd share that with you because it was just going through my head today. And I thought, well, let's make a quick video. Might help somebody, might it? You never know, do you? If somebody actually watches it, that is. Anyway, let us know how you're getting on. Leave it in the comments down below. I can't always reply because I've got some other channels as well, but I do actually read them, just so you know. Anyway, it's time for me to go. So long as I toodaloo, it's toodaloo.